Hello, photographers, designers, and other freelance creatives. Welcome to Coaching for Creatives. I'm McKay. I am your host, and I am the founder of Business of Creativity. And we do these live broadcasts every couple of weeks. And our intention is to bring you marketing, pricing, and business mindset tips, tools, and strategies to help you earn more, do less, and feel confident running your freelance business. Today, we're having a conversation about marketing and the two main reasons your marketing is not working for you. Most of you are out there as solopreneurs. You're a freelancer, which means that you are probably doing a lot of the work on your own. I'd love to hear, what are your frustrations with your marketing, or why do you think your marketing isn't working? Because marketing can be confusing, it can be overwhelming. There are so many different ways for us to market these days, both digitally and in person. There's so many different tools, so many different tactics, so many different ways of approaching marketing. It's no wonder that most of us can feel really frustrated, or it might feel like you're doing all the right things. You're posting on Instagram. Why are you not getting clients? You're writing your blog posts. Why are you not getting clients? You're attending marketing or networking events. Why are you not getting clients? I understand that it can be super frustrating. And for a lot of us, there are two main reasons why that marketing isn't working for you. Number one reason is you probably don't have a marketing strategy. And the number two reason is you probably don't have a marketing plan. All right, I hear it. I can sense it out there. What is the difference between a strategy and plan, and why would you need both of those things? First of all, let's have a quick look at what is the difference between a marketing strategy and a marketing plan. A marketing strategy is the tool that helps you to figure out the why, the goals of this thing. Why are you doing this marketing? Why do you want to use these tools? Why are you on these platforms? Why are you writing a blog? The strategy really looks at the why behind it and the big picture goals, the overall intention of, why do you want to grow this business? Why are you trying to get more followers on Instagram? It's about goal setting and the why. And it also looks at the overall outline of your offer, who it's going to target, how it's different, and how you deliver it. This is the strategy piece. And typically, a strategy piece is more of a longer term tool. A strategy is something that you might look at as often as 90 days, but typically every 1 to 3 years, you're going to look at your overall marketing strategy. If the marketing landscape is changing more quickly, you would change it more quickly as well. But that's the big thing. Probably number one is you don't have a strategy, might not even know what a strategy is. This is typically where people say, oh, you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. This is where you're making posts and taking action and doing all the right things, but it's not working. It's likely because you're taking those actions, but you haven't really thought through specifically, what are you going to do, when and where, how you're going to track it, and how that ties back to why you're doing it in the first place. A marketing plan is typically shorter term. I like to do 90-day marketing plans. I like to do sprints or areas of focus so that I can choose a marketing strategy that's going to be super effective, so that I can choose a marketing strategy that's going to focus on the area that I want to grow, or a marketing goal that I have for that next 90 days, and really hone in on what specifically am I going to do for the next 3 months to achieve those goals. You might think, okay, Aura, I don't have a strategy. I don't have a plan. That sounds like a lot of work. It sounds super confusing. I don't know where to start. Strategies are confusing. I don't like plans. And I get it. A lot of us who are creative, we feel constrained and restricted when we have to make plans in advance. We want to just go with the flow. And sometimes that can work, certainly as a plan. if you have an effective strategy. Let's look a little bit deeper at what do we mean by a marketing strategy and how do you get one? For the most part, your marketing strategy is going to focus on those 7 P's of marketing that I've talked about before. And this is where you're going to hear everybody harp on. You have to know who your audience is. If you're going to market effectively, you have to really know who your target market is. And all marketing centers around who you're marketing to, who that audience is, who is the listener, what messaging do you want for them specifically. Without clarity on your target market, it can be really challenging to create marketing that works for you. And your target market is part of your overall marketing strategy. Once you have your target market, AKA your marketing niche, then you can start looking at the other pieces of a marketing strategy. When we look at the other pieces of a marketing strategy, we're looking at things like what is it that you're actually offering? What is your product or service? What are you actually offering? What do you want to be talking about in your marketing? What is the price and how does that position you in the marketplace? Where can they find you online? This is when we start getting more targeted around things like they can find me on my website, they can find me on a social media platform, they can find me on a listing site in person. The other pieces are the experience. What is it like to work with you? This is part of your marketing strategy. This is where you talk about the people that are on your team, or because we're most of us are solopreneurs, this is where we talk about who we are and what we're like. This is when you're building affinity and relationship and connection. You might want to talk about your process and what's different about working with you. That would be part of your experience. And then your physical evidence, your brand that helps create that physical, or sorry, your brand that helps create that experience for your prospect or for your clients. Your website creates an experience. Your social media timeline creates an experience. All of those pieces are necessary before you even start thinking about how you're going to promote yourself. Those first areas are really the critical piece of understanding the strategy behind what are you going to post, when are you going to post it, and on what specific platform. When we start digging down into a marketing plan, that's when we start getting into the specifics. Which social media platform? How often are you going to be posting? What are the hashtags that you're going to be using? How are you going to get new followers? How are you going to help people connect with you? How are you going to convert them into clients? And having a plan for that process using specific tools. If your marketing isn't working, it's probably because you haven't created a strategy or you don't have a plan. And there is such a thing as a strategic marketing plan, which is those 2 pieces combined together and looking at all 7 of those P's of marketing around your audience and your target market. Gang, I get it. This sounds confusing and overwhelming. And for those of us, even who do marketing or who specialize in marketing, marketing your own business can be really challenging. It's really difficult to see your own process with any objectivity, to be able to do the evaluation of your own graphics and your own copywriting. It's very challenging. And it's one of the reasons why being in a community or having a coach or having a place where you can get some feedback, where you can get some input or do some testing is so valuable. If you would like some feedback on your marketing, you want to get a sense of maybe where you're going wrong, reach out and book a call with me. I'd love to be able to help see how you can improve your marketing strategy or your marketing plan. Thanks so much for listening. Please post in the comments. I'll see you next time on Coaching for Creatives.